Hi, today we are in Alleghany State Park and we are going to try to find the Little Ireland settlement that is a little bit of a mystery. So we're going to see if we can find it. We're Adventure Family Life and I'm Una.
I'm Ariel.
And I'm Jeff.
And we are Adventure
Family
Family Life.
And also, this is our dog, Charlie. Charlie, say hi to the camera, bud.
He's camera shy. Well, we'll get some good photos of him later.
So Ariel, what is Little Ireland?
Little Ireland is a community of Irish families that immigrated here. There were 12 original families. And did you know that the reason that people from Ireland immigrated here was because of the potato famine and that the British weren't treating them nice and not allowing them to own land and only have a certain amount of money?
What years were they here?
They were here to the 1800s to the 1900s. 1850 to 1930.
What are you finding my card?
You eating your nuts?
They're really good. They're almond. I recommend these keto snacks because they are super good and they're really healthy.
Low in carb.
Low in carb, that's what I was going to say. So, yeah.
So there's so many cheese bits in here. I'll have one.
I have some?
Uh-huh.
Can I have some too?
Crunchy cheese bits. So good.
Oh, it's hot today. So right now, this is a steep hill we're hiking. I never knew there was a steep hill on here. Daddy, look over there, look over there. Looks pretty. And there's lots of stuff around here. And there's a big ditch.
So during the 1920s, the family started to move from this area into town to build bigger houses. And in the 1930s, during the Great Depression, the settlement got looted for all the lumber. So now apparently that all remains is the stone foundation. So we're hoping to find some of those today.
So how we found out about Little Ireland are from some of our friends who they ventured out here. And so to get here, you have to go down sort of an abandoned, unmaintained trail, which is overgrown a little bit. There's also some water going across in different areas, so bring some nice hiking boots if you decide to come here.
Guys, look, a pail. Looks pretty worn out, but I can see handles on it. So I'm guessing they used it to pick up water and bring it back to the house.
All right, looks like we're on a wide trail here that possibly could have been a wagon trail. You can tell that by the large trees along the edge, and then the smaller trees on each side show that there were fields on either side. It's a perfect day for hiking.
So here we have our first signs of civilization. So we have some bricks and some cement.
Did you guys know that Jeremiah McCarthy was the first settler to come over and that he came over on a coffin ship? They call it a coffin ship because a lot of the passengers died, and then after they died, they were thrown overboard.
All right, so we're walking down this trail, hoping to find some more evidence of the Irish settlement. And look at this beautiful, beautiful tree
And look at that.
that is falling down. It's like a
It looks like a...
Yeah, it's an interesting configuration of all the roots, and looks like a little, could be a little mini shelter, right, Ariel?
You're right. Hey, Dad, why do you think that God created dogs?
Why?
What's God's name backwards?
Oh,
Uh,
good one, Ariel.
A tree fell down.
Yeah, I wonder if it's a bear or a deer. I don't see anything, but best to keep a little bit quiet so then we can see if we can see any wildlife. I got all muddy.
so make sure you stay hydrated on the trail here. It can get quite hot. And also make sure you notice the beauty, because it's actually quite beautiful around here, even though there's some mosquitoes and other things. What are you doing, Ariel?
I'm trying to put my water bottle in the bag.
Into Adventure Dad's pack. Is it all?
Yes, it is.
Okay, good.
Hey, you guys, look over to your right. There's a foundation.
Where?
Oh, I see it. I see some stones over there, and it's sort of like an indentation in the earth there.
Cool.
Here, let's go take a look.
Let's take a closer look and see what we have.
I thought we couldn't go down there because of poison ivy. But remember to watch out for poison ivy when you're doing this. The poison ivy. I didn't even see this. That's cool.
Yeah.
What?
So it looks like we have, maybe hard to tell, but there's a nice square area here of stones that's sunken in. So this was probably the basement of it that we see left.
Yeah. And you know what's really interesting? As soon as we start getting closer and closer to the settlement down the trail, it's like there's this amazing peaceful energy, and I feel really calm and totally in the present moment. So it's a nice experience so far.
I feel Captain McCarthy's ghost.
Why is he called Captain McCarthy?
Captain McCarthy, I don't know, but she sounds related to Jeremiah McCarthy. And so how she died was one of the beams on her house broke, fell, and knocked her on the head, and she died.
Oh.
And one of the ghost stories is that one of the two women were riding their horses, and then then one woman stopped and something drew her off, and then she got off her horse and started sobbing uncontrollably. And then when she finally stopped, her friend asked her what was wrong, and she said she felt like something drew her off her horse, and she started crying. And then a few weeks later, they were doing that same thing, and then it happened again.
Wow.
Her ghost is around here, and there's lots of other ghosts around here. Like some people have said that they've seen the flannel man, aka a man who was dressed in flannel, and one person said that when they were hunting at 6 a.m., he was up in one of the trees and he saw a woman with a long gown and like a bonnet from the 1800s walking, and then all of a sudden she disappeared.
So one of the things you might notice as you're going down is you can see there's about 5 beaver ponds that we see that are sort of terraced going down the valley. So it's actually quite beautiful.
Whoa!
What's up, Una?
It's like covered in mud. Wait.
Holy moly.
Wow,
Look how deep that is.
Wow. Stick your hand in there, Ariel. Let's see how deep it is. So my whole hand fits in there.
Daddy's whole hand fits in your thing.
Oh, look, I think that might be periwinkle over there.
Oh yeah, I think you're right. I think you're right. I also think this might be hawthorn right here.
Oh, I bet you we're near where somebody's house was at one time.
Probably. So let's go have a look.
Ariel, what's that?
Daddy, you know what I think? I think it might be a stone of a foundation.
Cool.
Guys, look! Tons of forget-me-nots. I definitely won't forget this hike. I wonder where the foundation will be. It must be around here somewhere. But I'm enjoying the scenery. Hey, Dad, look! A tree that fell down.
I know you're joking.
I'm not joking. I'm serious.
I don't see any tree that fell down. Oh, you mean that one?
Yeah.
Look, Ariel, some deer tracks.
Ooh, I wonder if it's a buck or a doe. Because if it's a buck, it's making money. And if it's a doe, it's making pizza. Marco! Marco!
Is there a bug in my eye?
Yes.
There is?
Yeah. So we're on another house site. This one is a little harder to see, but you can see the rectangular mound going around here. Don't really see the stones though. So I'm gonna guess, so on the map there's a bunch of houses that are together. So I'm gonna guess we're probably in that area now. Ariel, can you see that?
That's kind of creepy, but yes, I can. Bless you, Mommy. It looks like, don't do that, don't do that. Let it hang, because it's its own web.
Okay.
And look, it's trying to squinch upwards. Don't do that.
I'm not gonna touch it. I'm gonna make it so we can see it.
We're at another foundation here, and it looks very nice, and it's very big. Do you guys know the ghost story of the little girl people would often see this little girl playing by herself, but she seemed to not belong to anybody, and then when someone would approach her, she would act very strangely, and then before their very eyes, she would disappear when they would blink.
Oh, look where Ariel's standing. There's another foundation right here.
Cool.
That's cool.
So it's hard to see, but there's another wash bucket there. And then there is this line of stones here. And then it goes under these stones right there. So I'm gonna guess there was a sawmill or some type of mill here at one time where they used the water.
Mommy's getting repeat that.
Oh yeah. That feels good.
Somebody's having fun. So Ariel, what did you think of the trail?
I think it's very nice and it's very beautiful, and that's all I would want, spending time with you guys.
Yeah, so it's a great family trail. It's a little rough, so because it's an unmaintained trail, but it's easily doable. It's sort of a steep uphill and then a long downhill.
And it's fun learning about the history of this area. That's what I really found wonderful.
And you'll see some buildings, or you won't see any buildings, but you'll see some foundations. So definitely check the links in the description so you can read more about Little Ireland before you come on the trail. Ready?
One,
two,
two,
three.
three.
Go
Always
Adventure!
I didn't know what to say there.
No, what was it?
Always adventure.
Always, I thought it was Go Adventure.
No,
Yeah.
it was always adventure.
Let's do Go
Go
Adventure.
Adventure, that's
Okay.
better. We can just refilm that last part.
Okay. 1, 2, 3.
Go Adventure!
What'd you want to say, Ariel?
Remember to hit the like button, crush that subscribe button, and turn on notifications so you don't miss one of our videos.
Nice.